Good morning, everyone. It's Riftgal, playing some Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Randomizer. Uh, Before I continue my series of Baron's Hero's Journey videos, I wanted to just do a light run. It's been a while since I've done that, so that's what we're gonna do. This is a custom seed, complete 4 out of 5 quests, random quests. I wanted to start with I want to do a Sea Hero with either Kane, Yang, or Sid, because they tend to be the most fun to do that with. T Wildish, S Pro, standard bosses, and no restrictions, so we get free characters and a free key item. As far as this game goes, it's pretty light. If you're just joining for the first time, this is a randomizer that you start with random characters. It mixes up the treasure chests, the bosses, and the key items. Luca key right off the bat. Some life potions and star veils. A few other goodies. Callum and Kane, not the strongest start. If we can find some equipment, that'd be great. But with free character checks on, that's going to make this a lot easier. I think, given that, we're going to head straight for the waterfall cave. We're not going to do a full... Actually, let's wait a little bit on it. Okay, so because of one of the objectives. So, our objectives are Magma Key, Queen of Monsters, Waterfall Boss, King of Monsters, and Cave Magnets. We don't have to do all of them. So, especially with those but with the two bosses, that gives us a pretty good place to start. Okay, let's go ahead, and I think we're going to see what character options we've got. Head straight over to Mizdia. We have a Rosa, which is amazing, and a Sid. Less amazing, but not bad. Especially starting out, Sid is very strong. Sid, honestly, the characters we've got, Sid is kind of the opposite of a lot of the other characters we've picked up so far. I think I'm going to go ahead and we're gonna head into the castle. There are 3 trapped chests in this area. We don't want to find them. So we're going to open as many treasure chests as we can. If we find the trap chest, we will reset out because it's going to kill us. But in this particular instance, we got lucky. So we know that there weren't any in there, and we will exit. Same thing for the left tower. Strength ring, very good. This is kind of amazing. I may just leave. Like, we found a bunch of stuff, and no, we haven't found anything particular yet, but we've still got plenty of treasure to find. That's a good starting pool to work from. So with that out of the way, I think we're going to head it up to the Watery Pass. So there's two parts to the Watery Pass. We're going to go in south first. This has a character check. Tella. Well, it's free right now, so we'll take it. He'll probably be the first to get replaced. Samurai Bow. This section is another relatively high-power treasure source. I didn't really mention it in the castle, but the reason that we went there is because of the trap chests. Areas with trap chests give you higher rarity items because they are harder to get. They have risk associated, so the game puts higher rarity stuff. The other time when that... maybe we don't want that, actually. I think we want a little bit more before we do that. So let's go Antland first. The other thing that makes treasure rarer and more powerful is if it is behind a key item. So we haven't got to any of those yet. Stuff that is in the underground or on the moon, stuff that is in the Loch Baron Castle or in Eblin Cave, stuff like that is going to be higher rarity. And stuff that is out of the way is going to be higher rarity. So stuff that is in caves that don't lead to bosses, that don't lead to key items. This is one of the lowest areas, but because we're on T Wildish, there's still a chance for some okay treasure. Like the Protector Ring we just found. And there's always a chance for good treasure. It's random. Or at least somewhat random. Okay, so we want Stardust Rod, Protect Ring, Samurai Bow, Fire Arrows. I don't think there's anything else for her to equip. Sid is going to go Dwarf Axe first, rotate to a Poison Axe. That'll set a back row glitch for him. And then we're going to do the same thing with Kane. Dwarf Axe and Lizard Spear. And Strength, and then we'll go Ice Shield. So I think we definitely want 3 and back. And I think we're gonna do Sid and Tella. And then we want Kane in the middle, because the middle spot gives you an accuracy bonus. So with all that gear we've got, that should put us in pretty good position to take out this boss. And that's even easier. This is a free boss, effectively. And it's going to be even more free because they don't actually do anything. They do a few very weak spells. And they only have 1,000 hit points, which spread between two characters is 5. The most important thing from that, besides the fact that we get a key item for it, not that it's a good key item, the most important thing we get from that is the fact that that gets Hallam over that first hurdle. The first tier of black magic spells are really bad. So Hallam getting access to the tier 2 spells is very good. That basically makes him a functional character. Let's see what the boss here is. Lunar Sparkle, Wyvern. And that is a really good thing for us to get. Unfortunately, this is still a fairly fast spot, so there's a pretty good chance that we're just still gonna get rocked. But we'll see. Stardust ignores Reflect, so I feel like that's probably the best thing we can do there. If we're gonna have one character survive, I'm okay with it being Hallam, but he's not going to. Okay. That's fine. Now we know. So I guess let's go ahead and do a few more character checks quick. And then we'll do probably just start going through the next section. So that would be Porum, I believe. Who I will take over Tella. That gives us Twin, which is good for the early game. Let's quick hop over here for the free check, since we haven't done that yet. There's one free key item here, which is the spot where you normally get the harp from Edward. And we get the harp from Edward. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna go straight there, but that's a pretty solid, that's one of the required places. So that gives us King, Queen of Monsters, as long as they're reasonable, Waterfall, and yeah, that's what we need. I went down the wrong way. Okay, Toroya has 2 item shops, which makes it very valuable. And we have a bunch of stuff to sell. Part of this is just to clear our inventory, part of it's because we have stuff we don't want. That should be good. So we're specifically going to be looking for places that have cabins, cure potions, life potions. We're going to pop over here to the weapon shops to see if there are arrows. Not good arrows, so we're only going to buy a few. Oh, you monster. Mostly did that to reset her position, because otherwise we'd have to wait for her to walk out and it would have taken forever. But as long as we're going in the shop, we may as well check it. So yeah, I think we head over to Fabul next. Quick pop in for the same checks. The arrows we would be looking for are charm arrows or mute arrows in particular. I'll pick up one. I don't think we're going to need more than that because Porum actually gets the mutes. Or the exit spell. Rosa gets it very late in the game. You have to specifically do the Earth Crystal quest. This spot is generally relatively weak, so we'll see how this goes. Okay. First phase down. And that should do it. Cure 2 is very important. We got it on both of our heals. Awesome. Adamant. Not a requirement, but would be nice. Probably should have set that as a requirement. I didn't think about that. Usually I do. Give one of the options as Adamant Legend. It's kind of the traditional method from some of the earlier tournaments. a lot of them, the requirement, instead of trying to accomplish specific goals, was just Adamant and Legend. Okay, so we're just kind of working our way in the semicircle that the regular game takes you on. This will have a character to pick up right here. Second Sid. Do we want a second Sid? I don't think so. Okay, Dr. Luge is not too bad. Actor cutscene. He likes to talk. But this is not a super high power. He's going to explode now. Then we're going to get to phase 2. He turns into a weird skeleton robot. And gets wrecked. Switch rows and heal so that we're in position for the back attack. Miss Dragon. This is not a good spot to get Miss Dragon. It's a fairly, if I remember correctly, it hits relatively hard and it's pretty fast. He's going to counter with Cold Mist. And we will have that Tier 2 prepped. I'm going to get another bluff on Hallam. Come on. Okay. think we're just gonna go straight in here. Kane's got pretty solid equipment. Yes, do this challenge alone, but this thing only has 1,000 hit points. Should be 2 hits effectively. As long as it's not a scary boss, we should be okay. Power key. Lots of underground enemies. And of course. Of course. That should be okay. Yeah. I'd say that's okay. Spears do extra damage to flying enemies. Okay, Cecil and Tella get all of their goodies. Okay, so that leaves us for overworld checks with, I believe, pretty much just Baron in. And we still need to do the waterfall. Let's do waterfall quick, because I think we should be good now. Like, we're not going to survive those nukes regardless. But with a little bit more power, a little bit more speed, this shouldn't be an issue. We'll see if I'm right. Okay. The person who is already asleep is the best person that can happen to. That is the next best person, I believe. Although at this point, we should probably... have been using life potions instead of that, but that's okay. That's pretty good. I'm not complaining. That's very good, actually. Sirens let us do a random encounter. It's a... wherever you use it, you get the top random encounter for that area, which is very useful because it lets you be very selective with what you're doing. Antlion for a Cecil. I'll take it. Cecil's amazing. This is a very low, or that first one's a really low hit point spot. This second one is the one we've actually got to worry about. And that is Leviathan. This could be nasty, actually. Big Wave is gonna kill Sid. That was probably a mistake as well, but that's okay. It should do a lot of damage. These Ice 2s can hit pretty hard, but this isn't a super high magic spot. Magma Key, that's actually another objective, and it takes us into the underground. Okay, who are we trading out? Probably Porum, although honestly... Yeah, I think we're going to dismiss Porum for now. We can always get her back. I may swap, depending on who else we find, I may swap Hallam and Porum later, so that we have 2 white mages and 3 berserkers. Silkwebs are the equivalent of 2 slow spells. Oops, wrong key. So we have a ton of items for the underground. At this point, the main thing we need, actually the only other thing we need, is the Darkness Crystal. And then just to get some levels. And probably some gear would be good. I do have Moon and Summoned bosses turned off. So all of the key items are going to be at standard locations. That makes the pool a lot smaller, it makes it go a lot faster. Less likely to hit a dud. That was probably more than we need, but that's okay. Swap the Dwarf Axe real quick, and then we'll grab... what? Poison Axe, I guess? Rune Helmet, Black Belt, Samurai... do a little bit of re-equipping quick. Diamond Ice. And he should be able to equip a shield with that. Yep. Probably good on this one. Let's double check quick. shouldn't have anything to equip. I'll leave those fire arrows on because I don't want them in my inventory for just 2 arrows. Okay, so at this point we could go do Dark Elf. But Dark Elf is long. So I think before we do anything else, we're going to do the free checks here. This is also going to give us an opportunity to check who the bosses are. Now, Cecil's level 1. So, awesome. Perfect. That's not sarcastic. Finding that treasure chest right away is good, because it means that we get to open everything else without having to worry about it. There's only 1 trap chest in this. I just realized technically we don't even need the darkness crystal. We just need a pass. So either or. Darkness crystal would make it a lot easier to level, but it's not essential by any means. Life staff, that's really good for Rosa. Or Porum. Empire's okay. That's annoying. It's my own fault, but it's still annoying. Those are both sellable items for a decent chunk of money that I shouldn't have picked up. Earth Crystal, awesome. That gives us access to the treasury and a key item check and 2 more characters. I see you have an Ashura. But could I interest you in an Ashura? We're gonna poke our head down here quick just to see who the bosses are. If it's something super easy, we may pursue it right now. We need a little bit more before that, but that's the Baron Guards. That's genuinely one of the easiest bosses in the game, and if we can find an Hourglass, we're in really good shape there. There's the mute arrows I was looking for. Hop in real quick here just to see if they've got anything fun. I was literally just gonna say like a rune armlet. No, that's good. Double check real quick to make sure we don't have what we're looking for. No. Okay, let's do a little bit more cleanup quick, because I just noticed that iron armor. Blizzard Spear, that's a second Blizzard Spear, we shouldn't need it. At this point we shouldn't need a vampire. Rune. Rune. Those both increase their magic stats, which is why it's important. Let's go ahead and go Protect. Actually, let's go Samurai. Protect. Strength. So at this point, like I said, the only thing we really need is a way to get to this, to get to Zeromas. Those two bosses are gonna do it, but I think at this point, this is gonna be a better play because it gives us the treasury. It's a slightly lower end check. And it gives us a key item. And if it's not the key item we're looking for, we're right next to... Actually, we should probably just go do Dark Elf, and then we can do the other one in a minute. Yeah, that feels right. Actually, I'm gonna hold on just a minute here because I just realized something. We have something very valuable, which is that Siren. So I think rather than letting Cecil try and fight at level 1, we're gonna go get one good fight. I don't think we've got anything super useful here. So I think what we're gonna do just kind of rotate through once or twice. Let me double check what Callum's actually got for spells. Oh, he has stop. Never mind. I'm being dumb. These eggs don't do anything until you damage them. So if you use the stop spell, they just never do anything because they get stuck as eggs. So because of where Cecil's levels, or because Cecil is lower level than everybody else, he gets, I believe it's 3 times the experience from the fight. So I mentioned that we were specifically picking something that was where we knew what fight we were going to get, and going to that specific little corner always gets you one of those dragon fights, which are worth, I believe, the best experience that you can get from a random encounter in this general region. Okay, so now we're still going to save. Now we're going to go do the Dark Elf. Realistically, I should have I could probably do the treasury first, because if we get a crystal sword there, that's going to make a huge difference on the time it takes to do this. But I'm not super worried. and having low health is actually really good for this. So the fact that we got those levels and then didn't heal afterwards is okay. Because when you go into this fight, it heals you automatically. The other reason we do this before Earth Crystal is because, first of all, it's a requirement one. So completing this one will actually still get us progress, whereas the Earth Crystal doesn't. And, I mean, the Earth Crystal is still a key item, so it could. But this is also a requirement. Second strength. Okay, so we get the initial fight against Dark Elf. I don't think we're going to be able to drop fast enough. With those rune rings on. Never mind, I take it back. You wrecked us. That's a good thing in this case. That enables the cutscene faster. And we get music. Nice. Zelda Dark World. Getting my randomizers mixed up. Lunar Sparkle, that's problematic, potentially. Pogo Pogo. This actually works out pretty well. Oops. Ugh. Kind of a odd timing to that. Single big wave? Awesome. So that's only gonna do a quarter health instead of half. Let's get our Zerg going. From this point, Cecil probably just wins. That is how this works usually. Okay. Here's the rat tail. We don't have the hook, so we can't turn those in. But that is the objective. So that's 3 objectives. We only need to beat that one relatively easy boss. we don't have escape. Or exit, rather. So we're gonna have to walk out, but that's okay. There's worse things. That was the wrong way. Picking up a few random treasures along the way. This is a medium tier area. Okay, Earth Crystal next. Well, actually, you know, this may be a good time to take our break. So I think I'm gonna do this looting, and then when I save, I'll take a quick break. That is a really mediocre. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna say that was a lot of mediocre crap. The big thing we got there is the event. Unless we get an edge, the rest of it is mediocre. Artemis arrows are really good, but they're not as essential. Yeah. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.